Nerdy, nerdy, nerdy. Hey, what's up, guys? Let's talk Catfish. Okay, first things first. I want to say this. Last night's episode of Catfish was what I was expecting. You know, it's full of craziness and excitement, and I knew that it was going to be like a train wreck, and that made me happy. Very happy. And I see what they did. They decided to give you a little bit of that and then a little bit of this. You know what I'm saying? A little bit that, a little bit this. And I like that. But I think they should have switched positions of the episodes. Like this one should have been yesterday and then that one would have been today. That being said, you can check out my review for yesterday's Catfish. It's going to be in the comments below. It's a link. You can just click that. Today's episode was a lot different. It was good. I enjoyed it. I think it was more emotional and more... It was less comical than most episodes of Catfish. A lot of times I'm just rolling on the floor in tears laughing at Catfish because it's one of the biggest comedies around. Like, it's a huge... It's like up there with Modern Family and Big Bang Theory and all that stuff. Best comedy on TV. But this week, this episode, it was about this girl. First of all, Salida Ebanks came in, who, really hot. I didn't really like her on the show though. I don't know what it was. She was just kind of like, oh yes, you're attractive and you look good on TV. I don't mind looking at you. But I don't know. She didn't bring anything like special to the show or interesting. They could have put me on there because I would have been just looking like, all this is wrong. What the fuck? Well, come on, bro, or madam. This is, you know, you dead wrong looking like this behind the computer. How are you? Come on now. It ain't no filters in real life. You need a couple filters. Come on now, right? But that being said, it was a nice story. It was these two girls. They talked for a while and they became comfortable with each other and they enjoyed each other and they liked each other. And it was a sweet little romance they had going. They were very alternative chicks. They had like the big gauges, not like these little things I got. They had the big, huge gauges and the nose, the septum, and all that, and the tattoos and the dreads and all that. And it was very like, I'm alternative. And she comes from the main girl comes from like a small town in the South, and she was lesbian, and I was like, God, that must have sucked ass. No gay pun intended, but you know, I don't know. What I'm just saying is it's weird. You know, she had a rough time, and she met this girl, and it made her life a little bit better. They had common interests, and they liked each other, and they talked every day, and they were comfortable, and it was sweet. And they took her away from her life that she wasn't particularly enjoying. And so this girl is like this cute little blonde girl. She has tattoos and all this stuff going on. And finds out she like disappears for a year. Which, in my opinion, I would figure, oh, some of the questions started getting a little too real. And she was like, oh, hell no, poof, I'm out. But apparently, they did some research. The girl in the pictures, who was not the girl she was talking to, turned out to have gotten pregnant and had a baby in this time period. I don't understand how that would stop her from talking. In fact, it probably didn't. It's just a coincidence. But, you know, they did their little research and they found out that everything wasn't as it seems, which is a huge shock for Catfish. Turns out that people aren't who they say they are. Whatever. When they come, turns out this girl's name is Tia. She's actually kind of calm and receptive to the call. I believe there's some like inner workings and some other stuff happening behind the scenes with these calls before even calls. Because I keep saying this, if I'm catfishing somebody, right, and someone calls me and they say, hi, this is Neve, I'm not gonna be like, oh, hey. I'm gonna be like, just gone. I'm hanging the phone up and I'm running. I don't know where I'm going. I'm booking a flight to Ireland. I'm getting out. You know what I mean? That would be my thing. But everybody seems like either they're like defensive or they're like receptive. And I don't understand that. So I'm assuming that producers call them first and say, look, bitch, you gonna tell what you need to tell. We coming to see you. You know, and then they do the little thing. I don't know. But she was like, I really want to meet her. I know I lied. I'm wrong. Blah, 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 blah. And they meet, and it's sweet, and, well, it's not sweet. She, the main girl is just looking like, the whole time. She's just like, and I don't think it was an attraction thing. I just think she just was disgusted by the whole thing. The girl was kind of chubby. She was really big in the beginning. Apparently, she was 300 pounds, but it wasn't like, I didn't get the kind of vibe like I got yesterday. Yesterday, I was watching this, and I was just like, I could feel the fatness. I could feel the fat ladiness of the situation coming out. I didn't feel that this time. And I didn't have that, like, I wasn't hoping for a train wreck. I don't know. I just didn't get that kind of vibe from this week's episode. But, you know, they worked it out. And that's a good thing. I mean, it looks like they're going to be friends and they're going to continue whatever. I don't know if it's going to be a sexual relationship like it may have been on its way to being in the beginning. I highly doubt it, but, you know, they'll probably become good friends, and that's nice. Great for them. This went by really fast. Catfish went by really fast this year. I don't know, man. They need to maybe do double seasons or something. Double year, double seasons. I enjoy the show, and I know you guys do too, so, I don't know if I should talk about that now. I'll make a separate video. I'll talk about that another time. But, like, I have this theory about why catfishing happens, because you think about, what the hell, I'll start talking about, you think about how these people connect, right? They get to know each other and they connect and they talk and they like each other. They honestly, truly like each other. But then all of a sudden the picture changes and then they're like, oh, no. So my theory is there has to be at least an ounce of attraction before any other connection can take place. I was having this conversation with a friend of mine and she was like, no, it's all about the insides, and the insides matter, and you know, you have romantic insides and that comes together. But I'm like, you can't get to another person's insides without them being attractive to you. You know what I mean? So if they can't, they're not gonna open up to you if they don't feel an attraction. You know what I mean? So maybe I should have planned this out instead of just talking about it. Anyway, it was just a little thing I was thinking about after watching yesterday's episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Catfish, shit's real. It's over. So I know my friend Mikoto is good, happy. It's done. It's done for this year. And that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Douches. If you want, I said douches. Oh my god. If you want to see my review from yesterday's episode of Catfish, like I said, it's in the links below. It's in the comments. I'm going to put a link in the comments. You can just check it out. Thanks for watching. Deuces. Not douches, because that's disgusting. Deuces.